Hey, what is up, guys? Welcome to episode 25 of the weekly podcast for the week starting 22nd of July 2019. Here is the new intro. It's quite a bit longer. I do get it. Than just like the old intro, but because we've just added some shit on top of like the old intro, I guess. Man. This fucking podcast is super fucking late, and I've already sworn enough times in the first minute so that the YouTube algorithm would not share my shit at all. So there I fucked my exposure. Oh man, anyway, this podcast is officially late. It's still the 23rd, it's still Tuesday while I'm recording this, but by the end of the recording, it may very well be Wednesday. It may very well be past 12 o'clock midnight. Oh man, I've been super fucking busy, man. And to be honest, I did had a little bit of a free time today to record the podcast. It was gonna be a short one if I did record it then, but then possibly it will be kind of short right now as well. Man, I could have recorded it earlier today so that it would be out sort of on time. I don't really have a schedule. It said that I will upload it on Tuesday, right? Although when I upload it in America, it still will be Tuesday. So depending on where you look at it, it's gonna be on time. Somewhere, probably, possibly, not very likely. I couldn't record it when I had the time because our elevator just, I don't know, fucked up, and it's been fucked for like a week now, if not more. And so they were fixing it, and it was like loud noises were coming out. And you would just hear like a fucking chainsaw in the background all the fucking time. A fucking razor blade going on. It's... Oh, dude. But, yeah, man. A tough day. I'm super fucking exhausted. And right now I'm super hungry as well. I haven't eaten in like half the fucking day today. So, I am pretty fucking hungry. I just had like a protein shake before I started recording this. And I was like, okay, whilst I'm eating, I'm gonna multitask and render out the podcast and then start uploading it. Oh man, but fuck, I'm super fucking tired, man. I can just feel it in my voice. So yeah, if I'm not super fucking energetic, if this podcast is not a fucking rave, then this is it. My energy levels are pretty fucking close to zero, man. Although I don't know, if you're hungry, shouldn't you be like super aware? You're looking for prey. You are, I don't know if I did spit on the mic or not. Probably it. I'm sorry. But yeah, you're out in the wild. You're looking for prey. And you're super hungry, so your senses are tingling even more than usual. So I don't know. Maybe this podcast is gonna be super fucking lit. Super fucking lit. But yeah, what is up? How's the world going? It hasn't ended yet. So I guess we're doing fine. I mean, there are like feminists out there that they're creating fucking chairs for men to not men. What is like? It's not mansplain, but like men's squatter. Like, dude, that's gonna bug me if I don't say what is like men's not splaining, is it? I don't have my fucking things on. Give me a sec. Okay. Is this it? It's not mansplaining, was it? I mean, it's the thing where the dude sits with his like legs spread. I guess it's manspreading. I'm a fucking idiot. I told you I'm hungry and I'm tired. So fuck me. This is gonna be a low energy podcast. But yeah. I read this article. Apparently there is like some London award show for creativity, and some woman created a chair. She actually created 2 chairs, which were pretty fucking shit chairs, I'm not gonna lie, but it's a concept chair. It's not the final it's a concept, okay? It's a concept. I mean, and they're just, one of the chairs was for men, specifically made for men, to not men spread, to actually be in a super fucking uncomfortable position, but you're a man, so you gotta be fucking uncomfortable. In this day and age, in this society, do you really think you have, when you're a man, you're a fucking privileged? You can't fucking feel good about yourself too, okay? All of the fucking privileges. Oh man, but it was so funny because she essentially created 2 chairs, right? One was for men, so that they can't man spread, and then the other one was for women, encouraging women to spread their legs more, right? And holy fucking shit, man. Apparently a lot of dudes went after her because she got at like some fucking show in London. She got like an award for that shit, for creating those 2 sets of chairs, which, mind you, both chairs looked like, I don't know, a fucking 2-year-old could fucking build with some super glue and some planks, man. I mean, they were already created chairs and she just added some planks on it. It was stupid anyway, it's pretty fucking stupid. But apparently, dudes got angry about this and they attacked her online and shit. And then she writes like a paragraph how she's so disappointed in men for going after her and for and then she essentially talks shit about men, and then she ends it off like, I don't hate men, but men are like toxic or whatever the fuck, like she wanted to say that wasn't an attack on men, it was just an idea that she had for a chair. But okay, if it was just that, why create the second chair? Why would you have a chair for men that will make them feel uncomfortable, and then have a chair for women that would actually want them to do what you don't want men to do, sort of a thing? I mean, I don't know if you got what I was trying to say here, because I didn't fully got myself, but I mean, you get the gist. I mean, you guys are smart people, okay? You get the fucking gist what I'm trying to say. It's weird. It's just where society is going. Like, I'm so fucking happy, with the fact that feminists in my country literally don't exist. Like, there are probably some, but there's so little of them that there are no feminist agenda going on in my country. Because, like, what the fuck was that? Last week they made Spider-Man gay, so they essentially killed off Mary Jane. What's the point of her? And now they're making Thor a woman. Now I know this is like sort of fake news. It did came out from a pretty reputable source, that we're thinking of getting rid of male masculinity and toxicity, and we're gonna make Thor a fucking woman. How'd you like that? And then so many people who are fans of Thor and who are fans of like the Marvel universe as a whole, jumped up and said, what the fuck? What the fuck Disney? What the fuck DC? Not DC, but Marvel? What the fuck? Whoever the fuck is like doing this shit. It's fucking Disney. But then apparently they backwrote and they'll say, oh, we're all joking, no. And they did this for fucking publicity, which clearly shows us that in this day and age, like, there is no bad publicity. You can say anything you want, whatever the fuck, as long as it is in like a feminist agenda sort of a thing, then it's right. It's, you can fuck everything and you can lie to people and you can do whatever the fuck, as long as your lies and you fucking with people was to prove that you're so fucking progressive for some fucking ridiculous bullshit like this, man. Oh, that pissed me off. Oh man, I don't know. I don't know, man. Yeah, as I said, I'm so fucking glad that these people essentially don't exist in my country, at least for now. Although, we are following the trends of everything that happens in America and everything that happens in like all the other progressive countries. Although we're pretty much behind them, all of them, even. Like over here, gay people are being treated shitty, which is kind of not cool, But hey, at least we don't have feminists, I guess. Oh man, so yeah, this is like the other reason I kind of dreaded recording this podcast, and I might sound like, I don't know, a maleist, a toxic male, I guess is what I'm trying to look for the words here. But man, so something very, very shitty happened this past week. Now that did left a mark on me. That did left a pretty big mark on me. No pun intended. So the CEO of YOGSCAST, Mark Turpin, resigned, and he's done. I think he's done with the internet. Now, if you're not a fan of the YOGSCAST, you probably really don't give a shit about anything I'm gonna say in the next like however many minutes. But yeah, I don't know. This podcast is in memory of Mark Turpin, of Mark Turpin's internet career, I guess, is what I'm trying to say. And look, I'm not trying to defend the thing that he did as something that is not a big deal, really. I mean, when you have a fan base and when you are especially in the position that TURPS was in, like flirting with fans, especially when they are not okay with you flirting with them, is like a big no-no. Now, there are a lot of, it's been like talked that a lot of our evidence are also true, except like the weird texts that we got. But there was like apparently a video of him jacking off and some shit, and he sent that to a fan, or there were like some other allegations or whatever, some more stuff about him. Now, those are probably not true. We don't really have hard evidence for them to be true, but the messages, the texts, they were 100% true. He even came up with a statement and said, look, I'm sorry for doing this, but yeah, and I'm resigning as the CEO of the YOGSCAST. Man, so as far as we know, he hasn't really done anything illegal. It's apparently when the texts were like, the girl was underage, like she was 17, but in England, like the age of consent is like 16. So as far as it goes about legally, he hasn't really done anything wrong. Now, morally, he crossed the moral, I don't know, ground line or whatever the fuck you wanna call it, the moral boundaries, like he did cross them, man. And I mean, the dude also, he has a family, he has a wife and 2 daughters. So yeah, I mean, because should he really have done what he did? No, absolutely 100% no. And I cannot defend him with that. I cannot really defend what he did there, because wait, I'm getting a call, give me a sec, guys. Okay, sorry about that, guys. So yeah, we're talking about Mark Turpin. As I was saying, I cannot really excuse him for whatever the fuck he did, but man, like, I don't know, this dude, he's been a part of my life for like the better half of it, I think, because I started watching like the YOGSCAST since I was like 14. Now I'm 23. So like the YOGSCAST, there've been like times where I didn't watch them that much and then came back to them, but they've always been a big part of my life. And it's like when you watch someone every single day, especially now, I can't watch everything they do because they do so many streams, like they stream for the whole fucking day sort of thing. So I can't really watch everything like studs that he was on. Like I hardly watched that because I just didn't have like the time. I wasn't free back then when it was on. But yeah, I remember every Jingo Jam. Like the Jingo Jams are not gonna be the same without TURPS, without his humor and without him like doing whatever he did, and also like the bundles. Like TURPS was like one of the main reasons why the bundle even happened for the Jingo Jams. He was the guy networking and doing everything for that. And yeah, man, I mean, it will really fucking suck that we just won't probably ever see Mark Turpin again. Like if you're in Bristol, maybe you catch a glimpse of him and maybe you can see him on the streets and whatever. I mean, I'm guessing he might probably still jump in and out of the office because he's like friends with all of them. He has like close friends with everybody over there. But as far as like us the fans go, like we're never gonna probably see him again, which is really fucking sad to like think about, man. Especially to me, like TURPS was one of my favorite YOGSCAST members just because he was out there, And man, I mean it really sucks seeing some of like the Yogs turning their back on him. Like I mean the Yognots, I guess, just turning their back on him and say, yeah, I always knew there was something off about him, or yeah, I always knew he was a piece of fucking shit and all that stuff. But I don't know, man. To me, TURPS was a giant part of the YOGSCAST, and it's gonna be like a void without him, without his humor and without his personality as a whole, I don't know, it was really fucking suck, man. Like, seriously. We're not getting tips anymore because of that. And yeah, man, I don't know. I've listened to like some people were like, fuck it, I'm not even gonna go there. I'm not gonna go there. Like, if something somehow happens and TURPS is listening to like this podcast, like, Mark, dude, all your work is like very much appreciated by me. All of the videos, everything you've been on, everything you've been in the background, I really appreciated everything you did, dude. So I mean, what's like the saddest thing? Like, the saddest thing is if this podcast ever made it, it was ever like grew and people were watching it, and if I was able to get like guests on it and have conversation guests and all of that stuff, if this actually took off and happened, in my fantasies I was always thinking of like having TURPS on this podcast, like if this would have ever happened in my life, like having TURPS here, and I mean, not here, even if we're like over the internet, because I don't really have a studio where I'm recording this. I'm just recording this in my room. So even over the internet and we're like talking to each other, I mean, after doing that podcast, I would have been telling myself that you fucking made it. You interviewed someone who you've been looking up to for like so fucking long, man, for like about 10 years even now. So yeah, it was like a big, a big shock to me when this happened. And because, I mean, let's face it, he was a creep, okay? In those chats, he was definitely a creep, but I don't know if like this was the best decision, him losing pretty much everything, sort of thing. It was like he disappeared from the internet. Like, I get it, maybe he will no longer be the CEO of the YOGSCAST after that, but I don't know, and maybe the YOGSCAST would like ban him for like a period of time or some shit. They would like suspend him or something from his job for a period of time. But then he could have came back, and I feel like if he did came up with a genuine apology to all of the victims, and he could have just continued doing content and being on social media and tweeting shitty dad jokes that we all know him for. Oh man, I mean, I'll miss him. Like, I would genuinely really miss that guy, because as I said, Jingo Jams will not be the same without him. And I guess this is how all of the Bill Cosby fans felt when the cast turned out to be fucking pedophiles. But I don't know, I guess that's like an extreme, because as I said, as far as we know, TURPS hasn't committed anything illegal. So, and a lot of people come up and say, oh well, you shot on like not YOGSCAST, but shot on CAFcast, but now you are defending TURPS. Well, it's not the same. Like, it's not the same. Like, CAFcast was literally, I don't know, extraditing women, and he was telling them, you get power if you have sex with me, or whatever the fuck. Well, I don't know, TURPS, I mean, if it's just a few weird messages where he was a creep, he could have been just drunk, it could have just been drunk texting, and this is, I don't know, I guess this is why you don't really have a one-to-one communication with your viewers, DMs and stuff. You don't have those open, because when you're drunk, you do make some bad decisions, I mean, I don't have to explain this. Like, everyone has made, you're drunk, you're fucking horny, you have like, you see like a girl that's online on Facebook, and you fancy her, and you're like, come on baby, show me your tits, Maybe you're not like that forward about it, but I mean, hey, fuck it, you know what, I wouldn't be with my girlfriend right now if I didn't drunk text one of her fucking friends, okay? If I didn't do that, I'd still be single probably right now. So, you know what, drunk texting is not that bad, but I guess if you have like a fan base and they can like communicate with you all the time, and you can text them weird shit, this is when if you're gonna drink, you either turn off your phone or you put it away. This is it. Put it away, you're not doing this shit. And if you're drunk and you need to look up something, you borrow a phone from one of your friends, or you tell one of your friends to look it up, okay? Because, I don't know, or you just get another phone. I mean, TURPS is considerably rich. He could afford having two phones. When you're drinking, okay, I'm drinking today, I'm gonna take my other phone that I don't have all my social medias on, and this is it. Like, I don't know, when you kind of get famous, because I guess he was like a minor celebrity, so when you get to that level, you have to put up boundaries, man. You're not just chatting shit to people online anymore, because there is like a persona with you right now that, public persona that you have to keep as well. So, yeah, anyway, all I can wish him is best of luck for the rest of his life. And I hope this whole thing didn't fuck up anything with his family, with his wife especially. Hopefully everything is like fine over there. It's not heated up. Like his wife is, I don't know. His wife's filing for divorce because he flirted with like a girl that didn't want it to be flirted by text. Sort of thing. I don't know, man. But yeah, this is like a topic that I didn't really. I mean, I had to talk about because it did hurt me a lot when I heard about this. And it was a thing, I had to just talk about it, I had to get my mind out, I guess, out there. But my voice is cracking, by the way. I'm super fucking tired and I'm super like fucking hungry as well at this point. I'm gonna take a sip of water. Oh man. Anything else that we have in the news? Because yeah, that's it for the YOGSCAST for this week. What was it, like that girl ALINITY, or what's her fucking name, the one that spit vodka in her cat's mouth, and then she yeeted she threw the cat at the back of her fucking head, like like these people don't get that much fuck. She's still streaming. Twitch doesn't give a shit about what she did. PETA is fucking mad at her. Ricky Gervais commented on her being an idiot. Like she got so much fucking flack about this, and then no one cared. Twitch doesn't care because she makes a lot of money for them. Her fans don't give a shit. So you got people like TURPS that do drunk texting essentially, and then you have people that abuse their animals. And what was it? There was like a video of her trying to defend herself that she didn't throw the cat. She picked it up and put it to the back of her head, like behind her chair, sort of a thing. Like, first of all, even if she did that, there was nothing behind her chair to catch the cat, And second of all, you can clearly see that she's throwing that motherfucker. She's throwing that cat like it's a fucking, I don't know, a ball, and she's playing dodgeball. like dude, I don't know how can people defend her, and they say, oh well, the cat, they always land on their feet and shit. Well, sure they do, but that fucks up their bones and their joints and shit. Just because they always land on their feet, it doesn't mean it's healthy for them to fall off of like long fucking like big drops and shit, right? And that was pretty fucking like high, because she just threw it behind her. For a cat, that's kind of high, I guess. And when you're like scared and you don't know what's fucking happening, she might have landed a little bit funny and shit could have hurt her joint. I mean, I'm no biology expert when it comes to cats, so I couldn't tell you if it really does do some damage or not, because I don't know, I guess cats are kind of light, so there isn't much meat to fall on their joints. But like then again, there isn't much weight found on their joints, but then again, their joints are not that big either. So I don't know. I don't know, but just don't throw your cats, okay? Just don't do it. It's a bad fucking thing to do. But yeah, man, she's fine. She's just fucking fine. Still streaming on Twitch, doing her stupid fucking streams. Anyway, in other news that I don't really care about, Jon Jones was, had a battery charge against him. So that's not even an assault. That's a one step up from an assault. And apparently he put in a chokehold a waitress at a striptease bar, And then, like, I love how his PR department tried to play it off as, wow, we didn't really knew that really happened and shit. We heard from it from like the papers and from fans tweeting Jon about this and whatever the fuck. But at the same time, there was a fine of like $300, which actually for a battery charge, that's super fucking low, dude. $300. Like some drunk dude, probably coked up as well, put you in a head walk. He could have fucking killed you. And it's just $300. Like, that doesn't sound like a lot. Risking your life for $300? You fucking kidding me? But yeah, apparently they didn't knew anything about it, but as they were giving the statement, Jones has already paid like the $300. So yeah, we don't know anything about it. Some random fucking dude walked up to Jon and he told him, look, dude, there's a battery charge against you. You owe us $300. We didn't know what the fuck that was. But the good guy Jon is, he was like, here you go, dude. Got him out of his pocket. Blammo, $300. Right then and there. Have them. They're yours, dude. I don't even know what the fuck that is. I don't even know what's happening. Just have them. Have my money. Have my money, man. If it's that fucking easy, Jon, I am in the market for buying a car. I kind of like a Beamer that is about 10 grand. So, you know what? If you can send me 10 grand my way, I wouldn't even have to charge you with battery or anything, It would just be like a friendly, I hate you but you give me money, I guess, sort of a thing. Because I don't like Jones, man. I kind of don't like him, But yeah, man, I don't know. It's been a slow week. We're just a half hour, and this is gonna probably be a super fucking short podcast. But I guess it is what it is. I hate to bitch about it because it's like no one's forcing me to make this podcast or whatever. But I kind of do want it to be sort of on time, sort of on schedule. So I kind of want it to be like this because, in all honesty, me being consistent actually fucking works. Like, I didn't get any views. Now I'm starting to get some views. It's nothing to brag about. It's nothing really that special, but I am actually getting views on my videos, So that's exciting for me, and this is why I want to make the schedule a thing. I want to make it sort of like, yes, it's up and it's this. So yeah, I'm sorry if this podcast is gonna be a little bit of a disappointment, but yeah, I don't know, like, there is this GTA 5, they added a casino to the online mode and some sweets and stuff that you can buy as well. Yeah, I don't know if people care about this. A lot of people like hate the fact that we won't see another single player expansion just because the multiplayer makes so much money, and so we're gonna probably get GTA 6 whenever GTA 5 online stops making that much money, because the money that it makes right now is kind of fucking absurd, and them releasing like GTA 6 would be like them shooting themselves in the foot, sort of a thing. So yeah, I guess we're gonna stick with GTA 5 for like a pretty long time, and I don't know, I never really enjoyed the multiplayer that much. Like, if you have friends, it's enjoyable, but if you don't, it's like it gets boring really fucking fast. And I don't know, I've played like the single player thing so fucking much. Like, I've beaten the game twice, and I don't know, just roaming in the world in single player is like fun to do, you know. And I'm one of those people that would like loved to have like a single player expansion. My voice is cracking so fucking much for no reason, but yeah, I'm one of those people that would really enjoy having like another single player expansion, but we're probably not gonna get one just because the multiplayer makes so much fucking money that it's fucking useless, having an expansion, because it's not gonna make them that much money. But that's it, if you haven't like picked up GTA 5, I think it's around €30 right now. So, go get it and go play it. Even if you don't want to spend any more money on microtransactions on the multiplayer, like, I'd say the $60 price tag was worth it just for the multiplayer, and now just for the single player. Sorry, $60 was worth just for single player, and now there is like $30. Like, just the single player is like a great fucking deal, man. Even if you never play the multiplayer, like for $30, a GTA 5, the single player is so fucking good that you can't go wrong with it, So yeah, if you haven't played GTA 5, go get it just for the single player. Like the multiplayer, sure, you can go explore it, see if you like it afterwards, but the single player is great. Single player is a master fucking piece. And anyway, I don't know, I guess like the last thing I wanted to say here is ESA is happening. If you're a fan who enjoys watching speedruns, of weird games and shit, because they're running a lot of fucking weird games. I watched last night. It was like a really fucking weird game, okay? The game that you think no one would actually fucking run, but there are people that do run them. And yeah, man, ESA is like a great smaller speedrunning thing. It's not as big as Good Games Done Quick, GDQ, but it's still worth a watch. And still, if you're like one of those people that do they do like speedruns, they do like people speedrunning games that they enjoy, then you should definitely go and watch. I'm trying to pick up the website just to see when was my dude Joshimus gonna be streaming, because he is gonna be running GTA San Andreas, because I guess the dude that was supposed to run it kind of copped out at the last minute, and so he was like the backup sort of thing. I see like Borderlands 2 is co-op is being like speedrun right now by two dudes, by Mr. Brood and Good Ego. I don't know if that's how you say his name, but it is how you spell it. So, oh wait, give me a sec. GTA Marathons, Josh Mus. Oh, so Josh is also gonna be speedrunning Minecraft Bingo as well with Throwbear 666. Oh, that's gonna be cool, mate. That's on what? No, okay, so they already did that. I missed it. That was on Sunday, July 21st. Okay, when was he running GTA San Andreas? I think it hasn't passed yet. On the 24th. Oh, so it's tomorrow. Oh, okay, so actually that's pretty good, because I think I should be able to watch it. It's from, oh no, oh wait, yeah, okay, I was like 4:35 a.m. Is this today in like a few hours? But no, it's actually from like 7:20 p.m. my time at least. That's like another cool thing. If you go to esamarathon.com/schedule, all of the times are gonna be in like your time zone. So so yeah, that's cool. So tomorrow from like 7:20, I'd have to go do some arrangements before, but yeah, I should be able to maybe actually watch him run it. And I do suggest you go check it out. Like GTA San Andreas is a game where essentially everyone can enjoy. So I mean, I guess most people that are my age know what's up when they hear like GTA San Andreas. But yeah, I think that's all I want to talk about today. As always, like I'm sorry it's like a shorter podcast. But as I say, I'm really fucking tired, and you can hear it in my voice, man. You can hear my voice is just fucking crackling, and man, I'm gonna upload the podcast. I'm gonna go straight to fucking bed. Yeah, I'm sorry for this week. This week was a bad when it comes down to podcasting. Hopefully next week I would just have the normal fucking energy and we'll talk about shit, okay? I promise. As always, thank you so much for watching. If you do like want to talk about anything I did talk in the podcast, there's the comment section. Also my Twitter is in the description, so go follow me on there as well. I do post random fucking shit and also updates about the podcast. If you need updates for this podcast, you should just go there. But anyway, hope you guys are good. Hope you enjoyed this podcast, and I'm gonna see you all next week.